I had just been talking for almost 20 minutes, only to realise that I was on mute the entire time. Okay, let's start this again. Why am I talking to myself? Professionally, even though it's not professionally. Because I thought it would be good to practice just talking to no one. Like, make myself feel less awkward just talking into the ether. Yeah. And maybe it'll make me feel less anxious just talking to people in real life. Like, if I can hold a literal conversation with myself, then maybe that'll help me with my social anxiety. Plus, like, Soul is sleeping right now, and, you know, like, I have no one to talk to. So, why not? Okay. Like, well, all the things I was talking about are fresh in my mind now. So, okay. The first topic was, what have I been up to? Specifically today. So, it was a decision last minute, like, well, not really last minute, but we made it like 10 a.m. Because we wanted to do something which wasn't just going into town. Town being Cheltenham. So, we had a look for stuff to do, and then we realised we haven't been to Cirencester yet. Cirencester has loads of Roman stuff. So on the outskirts of Cirencester, they have, I don't know whether it's a recreated Roman villa that you can go in, or it's like ruins of a Roman villa, or, you know, both. But that's on the outskirts, so maybe that would have been an easy walk, but we didn't want to, like, chance that, because it's hot and the babies will get stressed, blah blah blah. But there is the Carinium Museum in the town centre. So we head off, and it's 2 buses to get there. So one from where we live into Cheltenham, and then one from Cheltenham into Cirencester, which didn't really take that long, like 50 minutes. Like, it was not bad at all. And that bus, we found out, goes to Swindon, and I didn't even know that it was that easy to go to Swindon. Like, I thought that, I don't know what I thought. I don't know why I thought it'd be that difficult, but that's good to know. That's Wiltshire, so if we can get into Wiltshire that, like, easily, then I'm closer to my family than by family I mean, like, outside of, you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean. Anyway, so yeah, did not take that long. Anyway, so we head straight to the Carinium Museum, and yeah, it was pretty cool. It cost about 18 quid for 2 adults, and then the babies go free. And to be fair, Melody was asleep pretty much the entire time, and then Felix also ended up he ended up waking up quite early on, and as time went on, his whinginess kind of increased. I mean, I don't really know what we expected. It's like, it's not the type of museum which is for, like, young kids, really. It's like, it is for, like, low-key, like, adults. Anyway, let's do my visual memory. There was, like, real skeletons in there, which I always find it really cool to see, and kind of weird and dissociating. I didn't take any photos of them because it feels kind of cursed to take a photo of, like, a skeleton. Like, maybe I'm just being, like, superstitious or, like, paranoid, but if that was me, I wouldn't really want people taking a photo of me. I probably wouldn't even want to be on display. Actually, I don't know. It depends who was looking at me and who was taking the photo, right? Like, if they thought, oh my god, like she's so cool, like, I'm so fascinated about her life, like, that'd be okay. But if it was like Logan Paul be like, I think there's a dead body hanging, or whatever he said, like, that would be kind of offensive to me. So, but still, I didn't take a photo of it. But there was, like, a dog skeleton which I took a photo of, because I don't think the dog gives a shit. Like, I don't think the dog has a concept of that. No offense to the dog, but yeah, Loki, like, the animal skeletons are, like, really adorable to me in, like, a weird, morbid way, and not me trying to be like, oh, I'm a sociopath, I think that skeletons are cool. Like, no, I just think it's kind of cute, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously I prefer, like, alive animals, I just, whatever, like, I'm over-explaining myself. Yeah, so, what else was there? There was a, like, a partly made, like, reconstruction of, like, a roundhouse, which was cool. And that Loki just makes me want to stay in, like, an actual roundhouse. There was, so it started from, like, the Stone Age and showing, like, how they made stuff, and then it turned into the Roman stuff. There was loads of mosaics, which, for some reason, when I was looking at them, I was like, my brain wasn't even processing, like, this is actual, like, Roman mosaics. I guess because I'm used to seeing it in, like, modern day. Actually, like, those were really cool in reflection. So what else? Yeah, loads of mosaics, skeletons. I thought the jewelry was really cool, like, because you can just tell it was, like, handcrafted. Like, obviously, jewelry is technically, like, handcrafted, but you know what I mean. Like, it felt like there's something, like, not, like, 100%, like, symmetrical and, like, perfected about it, but I really like that. So that was cool. And then there was a box of, like, Roman clothes that you could try on, and it was kind of funny because, like, one of the questions, like, the questions and answers that they put next to, like, all of the stuff, like, the information, it was like, why are the clothes, like, why do they run so big? And I didn't actually remember, I didn't actually read that, so I'm just assuming it's for, like, airflow, so that they didn't, like, overheat and stuff like that, or for the purpose of layering, stuff like that. But I put some of those on and I took some pictures, and I, like, Soul thinks I really suit it, and, like, Loki, so do I. Like, I don't know, it, like, tapped into, like, like, no, not even 11, like, 9, 10-year-old Molly, who was, like, dressing as a Roman, when she went to New Barn, and that's, like, lore which most people wouldn't understand. Basically, we had a school trip where you go to this place called New Barn, and there was, like, reenactments, and you watch a dude, like, make bread in, like, a Roman way or something. But, like, it connected to me with that. I don't know, just love it. Like, I wouldn't even necessarily want to live in Roman times. But I love, like, thinking about the way that people used to live, and, like, thinking how they're not really that, well, they're not different from us. They are just humans, but, like, in a time where there's, like, less technology. But that's, like, kind of awesome to think about. What else was there? There was like a reconstruction of, like, a dead woman in, like, a coffin, which was kind of scary, and I did take a photo of that, and it's really cursed. I might actually delete it from my phone because it just straight up kind of looks like just a real life dead body. So yeah, and her face was like based upon the skeleton, so, like, I don't know, like, yeah, that's not her real, like flesh and bone or whatever, but maybe it's a little bit cursed having that, like, on my phone. Anyway, so then Melody wakes up and we decide to head off because 2 babies whinging at once is, like, a bit stressful. Then we mooch around Cirencester looking for something to have for dinner. We decide to go to... So, there's one in Cheltenham called Fiero Lounge. There's one in Bristol called Tinto Lounge. Like, it's a chain, and I'm assuming it's just name, I think it's Italian. Is that Italian? I don't know. Something lounge. The food is tasty and have loads of vegan options, but is also, like, really overpriced. I don't really know what I was expecting. I was like, I thought that we had got a good deal, and then the food was tasty, yes, and then it comes out and it's, like, barely anything. I'm like, okay, but we made sure the babies had enough to eat for dinner, so it was fine. Anyway, so we head back, and we end up coming home at, like, 7-ish. Yeah, so we were kind of out from, like 12/1 to, like, 7 o'clock, so that was, like, a full day out, so that was pretty cool. Okay, Yes, I've planned this like an actual podcast, and by plan I mean I wrote like a couple of topics. So I was gonna talk about football. Yes, holy mother of LARP. I'm LARPing so close to the sun. But yes, I've been watching the football. The thing is, I'm not LARPing because it's just I easily get into things, and watching the football, I do kind of get sucked into the moment. And it's like the World Cup is like a big deal. Everyone's talking about it, so I was kind of hyped, and I low-key actually really enjoyed watching it. Like I even watched some games which weren't like England, and enjoyed it. Yeah. So when England went out against Argentina, and should I be angry? And voice my opinion on that? Maybe. Maybe not. I think that it might have been rigged. Which is kind of like an open secret. The concept of open secrets, and I feel like it's true, and nobody gives a shit because people think that their voice is like powerless, or whatever. I can't be bothered to get really political with it, but yeah. So that was, of course, we watched the final, and I was rooting for Spain because, like, I think I just think that they're cooler than Argentina, and I also wouldn't want to be rooting for a team which people low-key allegedly know for allegedly cheating. And like, this is funny because I saw a clip of Trump being like, I want nothing to do with Spain, and I don't like Spain, because of like some shit like Spain was doing like politically or whatever, like, so I'm like, okay, I'm rooting for Spain. Oh god, like if you watch that game, the Argentinians are like unnecessarily like aggressive. Like I couldn't really believe what I was seeing. Like they were being blatantly like actually like violent. And like allegedly, it was meant to be rigged for them to win. And I was just thinking like the referee was like low-key like really kind to them. And even with that, like the stats were like embarrassing, like zero like attempts at like when I remember it showing like a graphic of showing the attempts at goals and stuff like that, and it was like shockingly bad. So with all that happened, they still lost. Like the referee being like, oh, magically within like the last 15 minutes, like have all these free kicks to try and shoot into Spain's goal, and they still failed. And I can't continue to talk about this because then I'll get all woker. I'm the woker, get all woke with that stuff. But yes, I'm glad that Spain won, which is, yeah, I think that's based. I think they're really cool. Oh, and like, I don't know if it was what social media it was or whether this is even true, but so Spain had to like shake hands with like Donald Trump, and they like the photo of them like get like holding up like the trophy, one that they posted, Donald Trump is just not in that photo, so I think that he was edited out deliberately, which is really hilarious to me. Like they, as a group, they unanimously decided, like, yeah, no, he's out. Like this ain't about him right now. He was also booed when he went on, so they when he went to like onto the like pitch, so they had to like mute all the mics which were picking up the audience so that people wouldn't hear it, which is kind of funny. I mean, it's just like I'm probably wrong, but would other presidents be like present during the World Cup? Like probably, I don't know. Actually, they might have. Like there's loads of celebrities there and stuff as well. So maybe I'm wrong. It's just trust America to try and make it like as like over dramatic and like with the halftime show and all that stuff. Like, and then talking about like world peace is like Tom Cruise talking about like world peace and stuff like that. It was like, you know, America does unkind things to other countries right now. That's like the the gentle way to go about that. Anyway, the next topic is things that I'm excited about, or yeah, things that I'm excited about, things I'm planning to do. So this September, hopefully we're gonna go to West Bay. Yay! And like when we were walking around Cirencester, I'm like, this kind of even looks like Bridport. Like it made me like so desperate for it. And I smelled some like chips, like proper like fish and chip shop chips, and I was like, I need to be there. Like I'm just so excited for it because we were going with like my mum and Daisy too. So it'd be like obviously like just all of us going there. Like genuinely like one of my favourite times of the year is being able to go to West Bay. Like, I just love being by the ocean. I love being in a caravan. It doesn't get old. Like truly. Like, I just love being there. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for those greasy ass chips. I'm just excited to be there. Yeah. Okay, so what else? So, Warhammer every month releases a free mini of the month. This mini of the month is a Minotaur dude, but I don't believe. Yeah, he's not old world because he has a gun, so he's a 40k Minotaur, which is not particularly my cup of tea. Like I'm low-key kind of confused as to what aesthetic to give him. I'm thinking like I could do him like a ram, like Ares, because I'm Ares, and do him like white, and then like his weapons or something be like orangey and whatever. Like that's all I can think of. Like genuinely. Like the other way to go is just being full cheese and just like making it like a rainbow or something, which I did. Last month it was Pride Month, and the lizard I just made him a rainbow, and I won. I won the competition, and I am like, like pro LGBT and stuff. So I'm not like laughing or anything. Like I did actually do it for the gays, because I love the gays, and I don't know if the gays love me. Maybe they do. I don't know. But they don't have to love me. Whatever. Not whatever, but you know what I mean. Don't let my dad hear that, otherwise he'll just get really angry. Because he got angry at me for going to Pride. Like, I'm not even gay. Like, I actually am straight. I don't know. Like, I just don't care that, like, just let people love whoever they want to love, man. Like, is it really much deeper than that? Anyway. Yes, anyway. I've been rambling and going around in circles about that. And I've forgotten what my next topic was. I really don't know what to do this Minotaur. Should I be cheese? Should it be pink and sparkly? Or should it be like Ares ram? Or maybe I should just try and like a boring but like lore accurate color scheme and just try and paint it really well? Question mark. But that's just not that interesting to me. And I've only got until this Saturday to do it. Like, I just have not been motivated to do anything particularly artistic. I kind of been just like letting myself enjoy playing video games, because it's like, why have I got to force myself to do something necessarily creative if just playing a video game would make me happy, Because I only get a little bit of time in the evening to myself to do what I want. Like, I shouldn't just force myself to be creative just because it feels more productive. Like, it's productive to choose to do something which you enjoy, right? Because, like, you deserve to, do enjoyable things. Well, I was thinking maybe the next segment could be, what should I do which is creative? I love drawing and painting aliens. Aliens, but make it pink, make it bows, make it slay, because that's just like really subversive to me, and I've always been drawn to like the aesthetic of like aliens and UFOs and stuff like that. Like I remember having like weird dreams about aliens as a kid, and no, I don't think I was abducted. I just thought like, it's always the stuff that like you're low key scared about, or like have like curiosity about that. No, that just answers the question. It's always the stuff that you're mildly scared about, which you're always like low key curious about, if you know what I mean. Like, I remember watching loads of creepy alien films, specifically Signs, scared the shit out of me. And that's not the type of alien that I think is Slay. Whatever. Signs. Like, we watched that recently. I still really love it, even if you... Like, yeah, okay. Is his name Mal Gibson? Like, yeah, okay, he's not a particularly good person. That film, yeah, it slaps. Anyway, aliens kind of make me feel a bit uncomfy. But I'm still just, like, really drawn to them. Like, I think that's, like, you can psychoanalyze what people choose to do artistically or whatever, and I like just making aliens cute. And, yeah, so I finished a painting of an alien, and she's just chilling on the moon, being like, hey, like, just taking a selfie. Not really a selfie, but just me chilling, look, the Earth's behind me. So that was fun to do. What do I want to do artistically? Anything, actually. It's just like me finding the urge and finding the specific thing that I want to do. I haven't knitted in ages. Just because, like, you need to be in the flow with knitting, and, like, I feel like you need a lot of time to get yourself in the flow. Like, I don't think I have enough time in the evening to facilitate it properly. Like, I have definitely knitted stuff, like, this year and stuff like that, but it's just the urge is, well, the urge is there, that's the thing. I don't know, it's just, maybe it's a motivation, like, dang, like, can a girl be exhausted at the end of the day, so yeah, and I ran out of stuff to talk about. This has not been that bad. Maybe I should check to see if my microphone has actually been on the entire time. And it has. Yay! I don't really think anyone who actually listened to this, which is okay, because I'm going to listen to it because I like the sound of my own voice. And by like the sound of my voice, I'm actually disgusted by the sound of my voice, find it really cringe, and I find myself cringe. But, exposure therapy. Yeah, talking of exposure therapy, I finished my actual therapy recently. Woohoo! I did something brave, with using the tools I learned, just for the brave thing that I did to immediately kind of backfire and kind of set me back a tiny bit with my anxiety. By a tiny bit, I mean kind of a lot, but the stuff I've learned, it's good. Like, I can just keep going. Motivational, I know. But if you've learnt to do something you're anxious about and you've overcome it once, then yeah, you can do that again. Like, what was once scary, like, it won't always be scary. Like, you can do it. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna listen to myself back right now. Yeah, thank you for listening. Goodbye.